Hi there. In the Time to Tame Your Database article, one of the big things that we wanted to do was to talk about how you can actually run a much better database. And the secrets to that is about how to actually get search happening in your business. Now, my grandpa, 1972, what he did is he went down and he bought 12 exercise books, one for each month in the year. So January, February, March, you get the idea. And what he'd do is that every single time that someone bought a home from him, he just put their details in that book. You know, first name, surname, their new phone number when they moved into their new house, and the address of where they just bought to move into. And then what he did is that every single time he'd come to the start of that month, he'd open like the February one or the March one or the December one, for whatever the month was, and he'd actually read through every single one of those people that were actually in that book. And that's how he actually did his anniversaries. And it was such a great way to do it. Now, if those manual systems work really well for you, then now the challenge is that how do you actually make that happen at a digital level? And that's about making sure that in your database, you can search and find all the people, for example, that have actually bought a property from you in that particular month over the history of your career. Now, these things seem really simple, but it's not until you get into search inside of your database that then you realize it will only let you search for this month in this year, or this month in last year, as opposed to the whole entire length of your sales career. And that's really where the value is, as opposed to putting people on some sort of activity plan, action plan, and having thousands of actions to do with it. The simple thing is, it's all about categories. Great real estate agents, think about the categories that they work with people. You've got all these buyers that we get to meet online, but how many of those people are in your buyer hit list? i.e. those people who maybe made offers or bid on properties or are really serious about buying in the next 30 days because they need to be there by a certain date, or maybe they've just sold a home. The other big one is then about how you work pipeline, which is all about the people that are all the potential sellers, i.e. anyone who owns a home in your area. How many of those people are then what we go to call market appraisals? And out of those market appraisals, how many of those people are then your seller hit list? If you learn to master the categories, you can actually master the growth of your database, and that's a really important point if you want to become a great agent.